My name's Mitchell Payment. I started tagging along with my dad to go hunting basically since I learned to walk. I grew up living the outdoor lifestyle, learning from my dad and any hunting video I could get my hands on as a kid.
Got a date with a big buck tonight.
Once I turned 12, the legal age to hunt, we started taking things more serious than ever.
This is our second attempt on getting a buck. Spawn stock mule deer.
Working hard and learning through experience to better our odds to fold our tags on the animals we were pursuing. It has helped us grow into who we are now. Welcome to Season 4 of Moment of Truth TV. Smoked him. Oh my God. He's got a big head on him, wide ears. I'm at a loss for words.
Oh, he's so nice and mature.
He is such an awesome buck. I crushed him, Mitch. He's a dream buck. Look at that drop. That was unbelievable. Having good luck thus far on public land calling in bulls, we continue to grind it out, finding new pieces to walk in hopes to get an opportunity at a shooter bull. Walking and calling some beautiful area with lots of sign, it kept us very optimistic that it could happen at any moment. After hunting hard for a span of a couple days without a sighting of a moose, it was time to switch it up and try to get some private permission where the moose might be less pressured. Well, it's evening number 5 or 6 here. Kind of losing track of time. It seems like we've been out 100 times and walked 100 miles. So this morning we kind of took the morning off hunting and decided to drive around and try to get some private permission because we've been going into crown land and it's just been overpopulated with hunters, and we kind of know why now. Driving around today, we struggled to get permission, and finally we got permission. This nice old gentleman is going to let us walk in on the quarter. There's been a few guys in here, he said last week, so they would have had a couple days to maybe come back in if they spooked them out. So I'm not sure how it's going to go. We won't know until we get in there and do some calling, but fingers are crossed we can call in a bull moose and let an arrow fly, so stay tuned. After covering majority of the property, it was clear from the sign in the tracks that the moose had recently been pressured and were nowhere to be found. Luckily for us, the next day we were able to secure permission on a piece that hadn't been hunted yet, and it was time to give it a try. Well, there's moose track in here, so there's definitely moose. It's so nice in here. It's just a matter of time before a bull comes in. Shortly after seeing the track, I let out a calling sequence on the edge of a slough bed, and not too long after, a calf appeared across the way. While watching this cow, all of a sudden a shadow appeared to the left of her, and there stood a giant bull hot on her trail. With this giant bull hot on this cow, there was no way he was leaving her, so our only option was to approach with bull grunts and try to initiate a fight. By the time we got where we needed to be, the bull had grabbed his cow and buggered off, and unfortunately we were unable to get back on him. Well, it's the morning of October 6th, we're getting ready to go in for moose. We took 2 mornings off just because sometimes life events get in the way, so we're going to be going in this morning to where we had that last encounter with that big bull 2 mornings ago. So I'm really hoping he's still in the area, and maybe now he's off of that cow and he comes into the call. If not, I'm sure there's some other moose in the area, and we just need to get a bull to come into bow range and we could be good to go. So we're going to head in there now. We kind of constructed a game plan how we're going to work the bush, and hopefully it works out. Right after finishing a calling sequence, the bush came alive around us, hearing deep bull grunts on the ridge to my left and soft grunts coming in fast to my right. It's a little. After the calf moved off behind us, the deep bull grunts kept getting closer and closer. Then I saw a giant rack coming straight in our direction. As you could hear, this bull had my heart racing, coming in grunting with every step. I think I crushed him. I think I might have just stroked him, Dad. Oh my God, guys. I just killed the bull in my dreams. 24 yards came grunting across the meadow, and I just watched him pile over. Oh my God. Oh God. I love you too. Did you see that? We've been hunting for 10 straight days. I honestly didn't know what to say with this hunt. The way it was going, it was super tough. We came into this meadow, grunted him right across it. The little, I think it was a calf came running in, and I just crushed him. He's huge, like massive. And I just watch him right into the brush. I can't wait to put my hands on him, guys. We're gonna give him a bit more time, and then we're gonna go check him out, but I'm pretty sure he's down right there. Yes! That was incredible, absolutely incredible. The coolest thing I've ever experienced in the woods, right there. Okay, well, we gave him about 15-20 minutes. I watched him go down, but we're just gonna walk up with an arrow nocked and hopefully lay our hands on my dream bull. Oh my gosh, he's down right where I seen him crash. I see a big paddle sticking up out of the brush. Let's go check him out. Oh my God, look at that. That's a big bull right there. Well, everyone, here he is. This moment is so surreal to me.
I can't believe it went down this morning. And you know what, Dad and I have been hunting hard for 10 days now, and we've been walking a ton, and we haven't been blessed with too many opportunities. We called in a couple smaller bulls right at the beginning, gave them the pass because this is a 5-year draw, so we wanted to pursue something a little bigger. And we went through the ringer on the crown land, went through the ringer trying to get permission on the private land, and finally this gentleman was super nice enough to let us come back here for moose. We started calling, and wouldn't you know it, the bush lit up around us. Grunting to our right, grunting across the meadow, which was this guy. He had a real deep grunt, and a calf came jogging into 10 yards, just making all kinds of crazy noises. And then to see this bull coming across the meadow, grunting it with every step, just steam piping out. I think he was gonna try to circle downwind. He turned. I stood up, drew back, and absolutely piped him with the kiln stick arrow. He ran 50 yards, and I got to watch my dream bull topple over. It was absolutely incredible. It's the coolest thing I've ever experienced while hunting, and I think this is a memory that's going to live on forever. Thanks so much for coming along, and I hope you tune into another hunt on Moment of Truth TV.